just looks like Na'Vi's... I don't know how Na'Vi can lose this. And if they lose this, I don't know what they're winning with, because this draft from Na'Vi looks really, really good. We'll start with Liquid finding first blood. By the looks of it, yeah, with the shard set up, they'll get it. Always want to fly goes down. But you're very intrigued to see how Liquid play this game, as it doesn't look easy.
No, it looks like a pretty hard lane for the Sven. So let's just say this. I'm gonna look a lot on how they're gonna be able to manipulate the early game here with Boxy, because he's playing this 4 Tusk now, and Taiga, he's gonna be playing the 3. As we said, Liquid swaps their roles around a lot like this, and we're gonna see what he can achieve to try to, just shut down these lanes. Because I feel like the lanes still even look hard for me for Liquid. It feels like it can be pretty tough in these matchups. Like top can be pressured, the Sven can get pressured by Phoenix and Beastmaster once those levels start kicking in. Storm, I think Koifit can do okay in the mid matchup on his own. But bottom, I feel like VTune should have a pretty good time versus this Enigma and Tusk. It's all going to be depending on how Liquid can break the lanes a little.
And this is quite interesting as well here. I mean, we're seeing already sort of Tiger showing his hand on what his plan is this game. He's queuing straight up the Arcane into Crimson Guard. So maybe that could sort of lean towards what the idea was with this Enigma. A hero that's going to be able to farm these first lines pretty fast, using the jungle if the lane does end up going pretty tough. And then I imagine there's going to be quite a merit to having the Crimson Guard plus the Sven's Warcry in these fights against these heroes like the Drown the Beastmaster.
Absolutely. It is a very expensive item to go for, though, especially on a hero like Enigma. That's 5,000, 6,000 gold down the line. Where I'm looking at Liquid Draft, I feel like they need to farm a lot. Storm, Sven, and Enigma as their cores. These heroes, they're very greedy. They do take time. We see level 1, the Hawk by General, actually placed in a good position to scout Boxy's movements. He saw the Tusk rotating top, so they're going to play a little careful because they know it's going to be a tri lane up there that we have seen Liquid do a couple times now. Yeah, very curious to see how this will all play out, because Na'Vi, this is what they like to play with, this full-blown aggression lineup that they can take advantage of very early on here.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of action. I imagine it's going to be coming out from Iceberg too. Once he gets sort of his first item this time, he's going to...
Roger.
Very active. And that route, they've got him. Liquid. Finding opportunities here with Boxy and Insania. They've got good catch.
Keeping the tri-lane.
Yeah, with the shards and the root.
And Taiga this time around, we did see them do this the other day versus, I believe it was Secret. And Taiga, I think he suffered quite a lot, but he came in big toward the later stages of the game. He hasn't died. He's got the lane in a good position, and I've seen him actually using his Eidolons to block the pull camp now a couple times. So he's actually gotten some good farm and good levels. Level 3 already on the Enigma down here alone. They will be able to pull the lane back finally, though, on the side of Na'Vi. And now it's where, for Taiga, it's going to be a little bit harder for him to actually get something out of bottom lane.
Sure. Because overall, you feel that on his own, it's not easy to lane against a Drow Venge like these heroes do pretty well against you?
Yeah, they can kill the Eidolons, and they kill you so fast. You step up out of position at all, and you're just taken out. But level 3 already is a fantastic start for him. As top, I mean, they're really shutting down General and Roger, so this is working for Liquid.
I mean, they have got these creeps that they're pulling around, and they're going to need it. I mean, General, he might just die here. They're going to have the combo from Insania. They're going to be able to pop him. They are. Liquid. These two.
Yep, and now Roger.
They're going to turn over towards him. Well, they nearly have that as well. Roger, he'll be able to get away. Boxy not quite able to get in and get that last touch onto him, so Roger will live. We're already making a lot happen here, and I mean, I feel like we always see this from Insania, but he's just very, very aggressive with his Oracle so early on in the lanes. He knows exactly how to push this hero's aggressive potential. And
it's Boxy with these moves. Look, even mid now, he's setting up for Iceberg. The shards actually pushes him kind of in. He might be able to get the kill here if Boxy can get on top of him. He's got 15 movement speed faster, but can't quite get the distance. But yeah, Boxy is definitely the one to be looking at. He's making all this happen. He's making this tri-lane up top work, and just how much it's able to shut down General and Roger. General has 4 CS. They're only level 2. Mick is almost level... He's level 4. 4 and change already with almost treads.
This is crazy. I mean, Liquid is just playing this lane so well. And Na'Vi look a little lost. What to do against this with the way that things have started on this top lane.
Yeah, and Taiga, he's playing much more careful today down bottom than he did the other day when he was getting punished a lot. He's just denying those range creeps, getting the lane reset perfectly, and Na'Vi hasn't been able to punish him. He's almost level 4 down here.
Yeah, he's getting a lot. He is getting a lot, no doubt about it. Mid lane.
Iceberg.
Boxy's heading over. Shards. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, an uphill miss.
Oh. Yeah, they won't get him. He's actually able to live there, Iceberg. The Shards not quite trapping him in, and indeed that uphill miss, which nearly covered for the missed Shards, but unfortunately for Liquid, unfortunately for Na'Vi, it doesn't connect.
Still push him out of lane, and Koik was able to get the rune. Immediately Boxy making another move. I mean, Boxy's just being so active around the map. He already secured the top lane perfectly. Like, General's lane is now ruined. His game is actually just very ruined because of this.
What's he do?
From the Tusk. It's going to be hard for him to recover, and I think that does actually break the concept a little bit of Navi's draft for
sure,
some
but when
time.
you have one of these lanes just lose this badly.
Yeah, like General's impact is just going to be, it's going to be very, very unimpactful now in comparison, because Mickey, he can actually stay in this lane a lot easier. They can't actually slow him down, and the rotations will kill General if they do bring a third hero. Insania now is caught in the river, and there's a level 2 boar.
We'll see if he's able to get away mid lane. Iceberg. Poking around Koik, but I mean, they're
having to commit a lot, but you're not even going to get him.
He's going to live.
And now Roger.
Dive's been used. Mickey's able to step across, and instead he just turns and takes the kill. I mean, this Oracle is just causing so many issues for them top. He's getting all the kills. He's 3-0-1, and they're struggling immensely to kill him. Even then, chasing him for a good 30 seconds or so.
Liquid just coming in with, I mean, the planning is just really working in this start here. Look at Taiga. He's 20-12 on last hits, level 5 bottom. He's getting so much. They're not punishing him. They're not finding the wraparounds. They're not moving around any heroes to try to slow him down either. This is all working for Liquid.
I think this is pretty scary for Na'Vi at this point.
Iceberg mid.
Again, Boxy a little short on these shards. Second time now where he's not quite been able to trap him on the escape. Iceberg too speedy.
But he's getting Koik for the runes. Koik now with the haste rune also picked up.
General.
Up top.
Sonia's going to have some control there as Mickey is running him down. There's the first nuke. And there's the second. Insania dominating. As an Oracle is 6 minutes in. 4-0-1. I mean, he's the carry now.
This is huge. I mean, they've really just, they broke the whole top lane. It's a Beastmaster and a Phoenix who are now going to have pretty horrible times to recover. So now the Sven can actually play the lane for some time, and that's going to give Koikfa the availability to just jungle for a little bit. So, I mean, the greed, it's already paid off. The way that they've set these lanes up with these triple greedy cores, it's working perfectly. Just watching Boxy's movements too in this early game. He gets very deep wards to watch the Ancients already, and he's just setting up in the enemy jungle too to scout some stacks. Boxy's movements so far just absolutely perfect for his team. I mean, Taiga's about to be 6 on the Enigma. They might even be able to go for V-Tune here.
I'm going to step in. He's got the black hole, and there you go. Immediately setting up for the zip in front, Koikfa, as V-Tune goes down.
Oh my god, now always want to fly.
He's able to trap, always want to fly off to the side. A TP's coming from Roger, but he cannot help always want to fly. Iceberg's got the combo. Will kill Boxy, won't be able to catch Koikfa though. Koikfa's got a haste rune, he's able to back off and away from it all. As Liquid just continuing to come out on top of these moves.
And top, General as well, getting set up on Mickey as God Strength. They're going to get this kill too. Oh my god, Liquid.
You got 5 kills on this Oracle. I mean, come on. I mean, I feel like you probably want to let Mickey have some of them. That one and the previous one could definitely have gone to the Sven. But hey,
let's be honest though. Is Sven unhappy when he has an Oracle with Arcane Boots right next to him? I don't really think so. It's pretty nice. Like, it's probably one of the nicer things to have with you.
I mean,
he's got them done.
He's having a great time there in Insania.
Yeah, the lane top is going to continue to be tough because Mickey, he's going to have full mana with these Arcane Boots if Oracle does choose to use them on him, which he doesn't. Insania actually greedily used it on himself. Look, how dare he?
And he's getting this much done. And just look how many, the stacks are also there. Like, so much is being done by Liquid right now. There's huge stacks whilst winning all the lanes, whilst drafting greedily. They're getting away with it all.
Yeah, Koikfa now finds himself one of the best items he can as the Storm Spirit, gets himself an Arcane Ring, and look at just continuing to farm these stacks. It's scouted though, there is a Hawk on top of it, but the top lane is so broken. General's still only level 5, they're looking to invade, but they might get punished here with this invasion. Bringing more.
I mean, he's going to walk into Boxy. Iceberg is around. They've got to be careful of the tiny combo. Boxy pushing him off to the side with the shards. Stun to hold back Iceberg. Boxy He is going to get comboed down. The Tusk will fall. Iceberg able to find something, but not quite Mickey. He's the big one. Iceberg's still trying to slow down Mickey's farm. But as it is, Mickey actually still gets all the creeps hit.
Iceberg is very strong right now with this level 7. But now Koikva comes back with full mana, full health. And they can reset and just... It's too tough for Na'Vi to really invade into this right now. They can't contest them, can't take them. And they're even going to lose Always Want to Fly. He steps up too far.
Yep. Mickey. Offer up the stun. Just continuing to farm freely here. 2k lead already for Liquid. As
Na'Vi, they do have their own stacks at least. Iceberg is going to start to farm and set us up. But General, he's shown too far top.
Oh, Koikva does overshoot it a little bit, but he's still got mana. It doesn't matter. He's still going to get the kill. 4 kills right now in this storm already. Koikva making the moves.
My God, Liquid is just looking... I mean, it's 10 kills already for Liquid at this early game. This is just so impressive by them, the way they're moving around the map and finding all these opportunities. And they're so enabled. Like, it's tough for Na'Vi to just back up and really want to farm because they want to contest these stacks. They want to contest the stacks of a greedy tri-core team, but they just can't at this point right now because of how poorly those lanes went.
Yeah, Liquid's just getting so much out of the map. It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, Taiga just continued to free farm bottom. I said it might take him some time to get the Crimson Guard. With the start that he's had, Arcane Boots, he's going to have it very early.
Yeah, this is... And then as we say, well, the Crimson and the Warcry, I mean, that is going to make it... That's really going to limit the damage from some of these heroes, right? I
mean, it's going to break the Drow. You're playing into plus armor for Warcry, which is already horrible.
Tries to dive away, and the Maleficent gets him. He'll pop the egg, but they'll be able to take it. Oh, will they be able to take it?
No, they won't.
It won't. The Fire Spirit onto Tiger, stopping him from really being able to get any hits in at all. As Roger, a successful Supernova, will set up for them to take those 2 kills. A little bit of sunshine here for Na'Vi.
Literally. Yeah. Much needed there too, as they get these 2 kills, and it gives, I mean, V2, he's been able to get some time to just farm in the jungle. And they're even getting him, looks like they're trying to get him some stacks started, but it was blocked. Yeah, much needed move from Na'Vi. Roger coming in clutch. But not the place where Na'Vi wants to be still in this game. They want to be the ones applying pressure. And General, every time he shows, Koikva responds.
He's having a rough one here, General.
He really is. And they can't set up on towers. They want to be the ones setting the tempo, looking to be beating on the towers at this point in the game, but they just can't because of these lanes. And 3k gold advantage, it feels like it's going to grow pretty fast here for Liquid.
And do you think this is something that Liquid maybe talked about coming into this? Because I feel like both of these games so far, we have seen Liquid just shut down General completely.
Yeah, I think it must have been. General really is so important. General and Roger seem to be so important for the side of Na'Vi. For them to just explode and have that aggressive early game, it really does seem like they're doing this intentionally. This tri-lane top to secure the farm and just inhibit Na'Vi's aggression. Like, Na'Vi can't play aggressive now because of how underfarmed poor General is. They kind of just have to wait for Iceberg to have the Blink Dagger now at this point. They at least have V-Tune still farming very well. It's just, this is not the pace of the game that they want to be playing. They want to already have a tier 1 or maybe even two tier 1s taken out at this point in the game. And that's an Orchid already on Koikva.
Orchid on Koikva, Mask of Madness and Echo Saber complete on Mickey.
Oh boy. And he's got more stacks to farm. He's about to stack up his Ancients and his hard camp again too. It is watched by Hawk, but like we said, Na'Vi, with the start of the game, they can't contest any stacks, which is just, it's really hurting their draft so much with what they're up against.
Yeah, the levels 2 here. I mean, Mickey's about to be level 12. V-Tune just about to hit 10, so it's just this massive Sven. I mean, Mickey can turn up, and he can also just continue to play the farm game, get that BKB Ags, and at that point, a BKB Ags, it's going to terrify the heroes of Na'Vi, especially some of the important cores. V-Tune, he's not going to stand a chance if this Sven comes charging at him.
Na'Vi can't really punish anything at the moment. There's, like, Liquid is showing in all 3 lanes sometimes.
Oh, excellent shots here from Boxy. Straight through the trees. General, he'll pop the roar to hold back Tiger. Sunray Hill coming in, but Boxy's got the damage. General down yet again.
It really feels like Liquid have kind of broken Na'Vi at this point.
Hey, both of these games
it feels like it's just a role reversal. Like, this is usually what we see, like Na'Vi been doing throughout this tournament, is being the aggressors, not letting the other team play their draft. But it's Liquid doing that entirely this series so far. This is real good stuff from them. Blink is done on Iceberg, so he's gonna have to make a lot happen to kind of bring this game back for his team. Because Liquid, they've gotten away with their greed, and they're getting away with everything here. Mickey is just having a flawless game. Koikfa as well. This is a big concern. They're actually gonna be the ones to take the first tier 1 of the game on the side of Liquid versus a Beastmaster Drow lineup. Very impressive.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And I mean, that's the thing, right, as well for Liquid with their lineup. They are like, do they have to remain active, or can they sort of chill and wait for Na'Vi to make moves? I feel like with the Storm, the Sven, and the Enigma, their scaling is going to be better.
Yeah, they can just chill out. Sure, the Enigma, he has, as the panel talked about, and we've said, there's too many things to counter him. There's the double charges with the Venge swap and a Beastmaster Roar and the Egg and all that. So it'll be a hard game for the Enigma in that front, but he's not itemizing for Black Hole. This is not a Black Hole game. This is just an aura game for the Enigma to walk around with his teammates. And yeah, Liquid, no rush. They don't have to do really anything. Their draft is already done way more than they should have done in the first 15 minutes. It's Na'Vi who really had to set the tempo in this early start. It's a big concern for them of how they're going to fix and bandage this game.
See Na'Vi. There's the moves to be made. Vincere has got his Hurricane Pipe finish, so now at least having that availability of mobility. Feel a bit more safer going in on the action, but in the river, Boxy and Koikfa. Another catch. Vincere has got the gust. Starting to shoot two of them. Boxy.
Iceberg's here.
Cancel that. Iceberg's in with a combo, and they find Koikfa. Big kill to get there. Taking Koikfa out, putting an end to his life for the first time this game.
They needed that real bad. V2 now up to level 12. I think, yeah, play around this Drow now. Iceberg just hunt with General and just play around the Drow. Could definitely be a recipe for them to try to get some kills back. Because V2, like we said, still very farmed.
Some nice moves from Boxy, but V2's got the counterplay. Slides over with a Hurricane Pike. That's Boxy. He will go down here. Na'Vi able to get themselves a couple of kills. Still there, Mickey going completely ignored, and that is a completed Aghanims here. 16 minutes in, I believe. Has he got the rest of it? He has. So 16 minutes in, Agh's Echo Mask of Madness. This is probably one of the fastest times we've seen on these items from Sven.
Yeah, and he is playing versus Drow. So that Agh's also important, especially with this team too. They have 3 different ways to just get on top of Drow now with just the natural abilities of their heroes. Snowball, Storm, Sven, they can just get right on top of V2. He at least has his Hurricane Pike, so he has ways to reset the fight. Definitely does look a little bit scary for him when Mickey does get involved, and he is going to start getting involved soon.
Oh, it's going to be a real test for Na'Vi the first time this Sven turns up to the fight.
Yep.
How
they at least do have some ways. They at least do have some ways to control him, right? Like, he's not going to have BKB, and even when he does have BKB, they always will have the Roar if General survives in the fights. And they will be able to itemize to at least deal with him, but they're just a bit poor right now to be able to get those items, those Lotus Orbs, and Blink Daggers and all that to be able to disengage from the Sven. But they're going to have to get him.
Oh, Liquid. They're going to group up around mid. They want to go for some action.
They've got the Crimson Guard done.
Yeah.
Like you said, they've got the Aghs on Mickey, and he does have God Strength available, so they're feeling real strong.
Radiant are scanning.
I'll see what they can find here. At the moment, Na'Vi staying close to one another down bottom. A nice rune as well for Koikfa to play with the regen.
Ooh.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Na'Vi in some good positioning, though, at the moment.
Yeah, Mickey's just going to show. See what
Boxy.
Information's revealed. Boxy's trying to find some as he heads in. Boxy's going to be dropped down. They're going to jump straight away over towards Always Want to Fly. Koikfa's in with the backup. Take out the Venge. The rest of Na'Vi start to back away, and Liquid should get the space to finish this tier 1 tower mid.
Na'Vi's trying to buy some more time to get some farm. Roger trying to get his level 11, well, mostly that level 12, so he gets that bigger egg, and General's just trying to get any space. They're going to lose the tier 1, but yeah, anything to get some type of farm that they really do need on these 2 heroes. The Beastmaster and the Phoenix are really crucial for the team fights of Na'Vi.
Oh, Koikfa. It's going to start things onto Iceberg. The rest of the team's heading over. He's going to need some help, Iceberg. He's not going to get it. There's nothing they can do to save him. As Iceberg, they're, with a really important part of Na'Vi's lineup. They need this Tiny to be getting the pickoffs and not being getting picked off himself.
General, Koifa, he's got a lot of mana to work with. He's got the Kaya too, and yeah, he finds him as soon as he sees him.
General trying to run. Senya roots out.
He takes the
Another
kill.
death for General. Oh yeah, of course he is. It's insane. He ain't missing out a chance for some free kills.
Didn't point this out, but he's had the shovel the whole time. He fills up Koifa's rune.
Oh.
He's gonna get killed here.
He might get the chance for false promise. No. Okay, the silence lasting way too long. Koifa a little low on the mana.
Ooh, taking big hits there from that split, from that multi-shot.
They can fight. He's not got a TP.
His team's coming over to him.
He hasn't got a TP. They've got to get here soon. And they will be able to do so. Strainions always want to fly the Venge. Will go down. The rest of Na'Vi still eyeing things up from the side.
Iceberg's here.
See what he can do.
Up.
He's going to look to try and reach in onto Quake for he's able to close the gap. The combo is not quite enough damage. The Crimson Guard from Tiger saves him. Tiger drops down the ultimate, but it's immediately put to a stop by V-Tune with the silence. Him and Boxy. Looks a bit well done. Maybe not. Mickey's going to come in with the backup, take out Iceberg. Boxy does still fall. Mickey getting outside of the range of the Supernova. Maybe seeing if he can sweep back into this with the remainder of the God Strength. He's charging across. He's going to find the finish. Whoa, here we go. Flying in onto Roger. Mickey cleans up a second.
Ideal timing for Mika to show up there. And oh, look, up to level 20 talent too. He already had.
Level 20,
level 20
at 20 minutes in.
Yep, and he's got BKB.
That's wild. Yeah. Level 20 at 20 minutes.
Oh man, yeah, this Sven is going to be a big problem. And I cannot believe that Koifa actually survived
the Crimson Guard.
10 HP, the Crimson Guard blocking just any type of damage instance from the tree grab and the Echo Saber. He lives literally because of that. That's just remarkable. Liquid just continuing to impress in this series here, up to an 8K gold lead, and just really feeling like this game is, it's going to be real hard. It's going to be so hard for V-Tune.
I feel like Mickey, he's got to make some huge errors to not be able to carry this one through to victory right now. He's level 20 minutes in, BKB Axe, and some...
Ooh, Iceberg does not look happy there.
Oh, that was some definite frustrations being shown, and I mean, I understandably, right, your second game in, the best of 5 grand final, you've had such a fantastic run up until now. Game 1 was rough, and this game 2, it's looking just as rough.
It's looking so hard. I mean, look how farmed Taiga is. Crimson Guard and the mech now finished. So these team fights, like, Na'Vi does have a lot of explosive damage, but now the sustain from Liquid is very high with him and the Oracle sitting behind heroes. Koikva getting stopped there by Na'Vi. The Hawk is going to go give some information.
Liquid themselves smoked. EKB God Strength ready to go. Mickey, I mean, did they try to go for the Roche? I mean, they can.
They're going to start the Roche.
Yeah, they do. They do it pretty easily with the God Strength. And I mean, they know if Na'Vi comes here, I think Liquid's just going to be happy to take the fight.
Still no Black Hole for about 35 seconds. Always want to fly, waiting to see.
Okay, he's ready to charge out already onto the high ground. They're going to be able to find V-Tune straight away. They're looking for the drown. Mickey, he's able to close the gap in with the stun. V-Tune gets swapped out to the side. Will live, but always want to fly. He does die for his efforts. Supernova's going to be popped down. Mickey, Boxy, they're heading over towards it. Do they have enough hits to take it down? They do. They take out the egg, jump over to the side. Is 3 dead on Na'Vi. General also being found here by Boxy and Quaitfa as 4 die. Mickey, he's not done. He's over to Iceberg, and it looks like, oh, he's tipping out. Oh, the Malefice! Oh, he was frustrated before. I don't know if we want to see what he looks like now. Iceberg's probably not too happy as they just get team wiped, and it's getting rough, and it might be one of those games where we see quite an early GG.
I think so too. This ward they put the ward down, they see full coverage. The sentry wasn't there for Na'Vi to actually take it out. As soon as they see the drow, they just commit everything. Like we said, they have so many different elements to get on top of this drow, just no hesitation. Yeah. The egg actually is very close to popping.
I mean, that was so close to going off as well.
It was a perfect spot the way he used it too. Like they swapped the drow onto the low ground there, and then the egg was covering on a great spot too. But yeah, Liquid just able to collapse on top of it, and now with an Aegis too, game continuing to be Just so hard for Na'Vi. Liquid just
So hard, yeah.
looking so good in this game, honestly. It's so impressive.
Dire's middle tower
Now
is
Bloodstone
under
also
attack.
for Koifa. More sustain for himself too.
Dire's
And even Greaves for
Oh,
Taiga.
Greaves,
Just
yeah,
more
this
auras.
Greaves and Crimson.
This is insane. Na'Vi just can't fight versus this. They're too far behind on General, right? Like
See?
General and Iceberg now at this point.
He set up. He has got the glimmer, but they're prepared with the dust. Immediately out. They always want to fly. Mickey's taking the bottom tier 2 tower.
They're starting to roll. They're just starting to roll through this game. Regen Rune on Koifa too, on top of his Bloodstone, level 18. These next fights are going to be even more disastrous. As we said, that last fight, that was a fight without Black Hole. That Liquid was able to just go right through and just ravage Na'Vi, honestly. Just take them out with no problem. And out to the high ground.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Full mana, full health on everyone. Regen in the bottle for the Storm.
Dire's
And what do you do to stop this?
Dire's top tower.
How are they going to stop this? Mickey nearly with the goal for a full AC.
They can
I'll
poke him from
poke it.
afar.
He's not actually going to die.
alive.
They came with the car. Oh, he lives and he's going to be able to fly over, get the stun onto the two of them. The Transport Boys want to fly, swapping Vincere off to the side. Supernova's going to get taken out. Always want to fly now, caught in the front of it all. There's buybacks from the two of them. Liquid backing out. They've only lost Boxy for this, as they're able to protect the Aegis.
Should be able to get Taiga. Gonna get themselves 2 kills, but it's expensive. And yeah, Liquid just back away. They take that. They don't care if they lose these 2
Hey,
heroes anyway. Keep
Wait
the
up
course.
God Strength for the respawn, and they can go for another round whilst having the Aegis still to push in. And we're seeing, yeah, the adaptation from Vincere because of this. Sven, he's gone for the Lincolns. He needs it. He's got to have something to protect him from Mickey just diving in on him.
Middle tower is
I mean, his teammates are too poor to build the itemization to protect him, so he has to go for his own item. Absolutely. It's, oh my god, a full AC now for Mickey too, on top of everything. He's just, it's such an absurd rate of farm that Liquid's really able to get this game. Koikfa's still just waiting for someone to show down bottom.
General, is he going to show? Koifa's hunting. Oh, he's so close to finding him there, but he won't quite catch vision of him. So General able to sneak away.
Man, I love... I've just been watching Insania, by the way, getting some nice digs with his shovel. He has 4 salves on him. It's the best neutral item you really can have for early game on Oracle. And just constantly de-warding. Yeah, Na'Vi just never having this vision into the back lines either. And Liquid, they have this high ground ward to be able to watch all of Na'Vi. And just back going into it here. With this new fresh stuff
Foxy.
AC, they're just committing.
He's going to jump straight in. They've been able to put the link because they're diving and always want to fly with the swap. They have to
Mickey's
brawl
controlled.
Mickey, but the false promise comes out straight away to remove it. Mickey's able to fight on, turns over towards the tower. Iceberg give the combo, but again,
a
Mickey,
V-tune.
he finds the target. He's in on a V-tune, quite for diving in as well. V-tune goes down. He's dead for 70. Always want to flies out. He's got a buyback available. They do get the Supernova stun off, but they have no drow, no carry to help them hold this as they finish off Roger. The tower going down. They're onto the racks, Liquid. They've lost nobody here on this push. Still with the Aegis as well on Mickey. 2 heroes dead on Na'Vi. And not going to be able to come back into this fight at least. They're going to look for tier 4s. They can't go for further racks as tier 2s are still up on the other lanes. At 27 minutes in, Liquid just looking to close this one down.
My god. Just jumping in. Mickey still feeling safe. He's still got 40 seconds on the Aegis, and they have so much sustain in their draft.
Always
They're
want
gonna
to
take
fly.
out this tier 4.
Dying just moments
Okay.
away from his fountain. Iceberg got to put the BKB. Does set up for the boxy kill. They can commit for more here. This is going to force Liquid to back off, so they'll give a little bit of space for Na'Vi, but now 20k up. 31 to 13. A full set of racks taken away from them on that bottom lane. And
And they can just go back up and pick up these 27-minute neutral items,
Yeah.
pick up the runes and everything too, and back to pressuring. It's almost level 25 on Mickey. This is just so clean from Liquid. Pretty much no mistakes. Na'Vi just unable to find their footing, unable to find the fights at all.
even with this draft, this is how I've read it. You look at this draft for sort of minute 0, and you feel like Na'Vi should have been able to get something done or to win some sort of lane, but it just didn't happen. And I think that's incredibly worrying for Na'Vi here in this series. If even with this type of draft that feels like they're going to have some comfort to play with, they've just not been able to get anything done.
Yeah, and like I was saying, this is what Na'Vi, when they were playing versus, in particular, versus like Mud Golems, they drafted a very similar, like this 5-man-esque draft where you can push these towers and everything. Na'Vi broke that draft, and that's exactly what Liquid's doing back to Na'Vi now. So this has to feel bad, because this is just what they like to do. And this is their style. This is their full draft style, and it's just been broken by Liquid. Liquid came with a plan, and it's been so disciplined and perfect for them. Smoked up again. And now a BKB. Sorry, he picked up another item, it seems like, on the Sven, but he actually didn't. He's almost got another full item coming.
Boxy, he's found Iceberg. Iceberg having to put the BKB, but he can't run. Mickey's in on top of him. Iceberg is being healed up by the Sunray. They will push back Mickey momentarily. The Tigers in with the black hole. He's able to get it on the 3 of them. Na'Vi, they lose all 3 of their lives. Vincire's going to get run down as well, and this one's over again. GG is called.
Holy crap.
A second game and a second beatdown. Similar timing as well, right? I think they've both been around this 30-minute mark. I mean, Liquid, they are having